Why is it some channels get millions of views and can't hit 5 figures a month, whilst others like Charlie Morgan here can get a few thousand views per video but make $1 million a month? Well, from my own experience, I found some patterns that enabled them to become super successful without virality, and sadly, they're the things YouTube creators often get wrong. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 biggest business mistakes to avoid at all costs and how to fix them so that you can build a more sustainable lifestyle, channel and business. So let's look at the first mistake, which I can simply demonstrate to you with toast. So this slice of toast is your YouTube channel and this dollop of butter is your focus. In order to grow a YouTube channel, all you have to do is evenly apply the butter to the toast, which is easy, right? Now, if you want to make a living from your channel, the next thing you need to do is cover this slice of toast. This is the product building toast. Smother it with butter too, but there's a catch. You don't get any more butter, it's the same size blob. And as you can see, that's a bit harder, but you can still pull it off with a good amount of effort. All right, so this is where it gets interesting. Welcome to the real world. This entire table of toast is your life. It's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, email, customer service, graphic design, accounting, admin, and loads of other stuff. Now you've got to cover all of these slices with the same size dollop of butter. It just doesn't work, does it? This dollop of butter is your focus, and the mistake YouTube creators make all of the time is to try to butter multiple pieces of toast at once, meaning they spread themselves too thin, and as a result, not one area of their life gets the coverage it requires to succeed. In simpler terms, this little diagram explains it best. Probably didn't need all the toast, did I? So if you really want success in the creator space, you need to pick a few things, maybe even just one to focus hard on and give all your energy to that. And then when you achieve that, look to the next thing or build a team, because new team members bring their own dollop of butter to the toast party too. The thing is, if you're like me and you don't want to build a gigantic team, you have to be realistic with yourself and say, okay, I can't do it all right now. Where do I put my focus for optimum leverage in my business? And then after that, where do I put it next? So let's say your channel's at 20K subs, you're getting decent views and you've never made a product before, you hire help or you take a step back from the channel for a month and just go all in on researching what product to make and then just produce it. With your focus pointing at just one thing, in a 4-week period, you can achieve miracles, and people just won't forget you if you don't post. I won't anyway. Not a good looking creature like you. Now the next mistake, I made it 6 years ago and it wasted 3 months of my life. And it's a big problem because I think many YouTube creators feel pressured into doing it when really they should be given another option. So let's explore that. Starting with how I wasted months of my life. So in my previous business, we wanted to create an online product we could sell. Our company sold video production to businesses. So I thought, okay, let's make an online course about building sales funnels using video. So I did. I went and wrote it, produced it, edited it, literally put all my focus into this one thing for months. I then built the course inside WordPress, built email automations, I did the works on the thing and we launched it and nothing happened. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So I thought, right, I'll just make it free and use it as something to build our email list. And a few emails came in and some of the people who went in were like, wow, this is pretty insane for a free course. But the mistake I'd made was, firstly, the landing page to get people in sucked. The copy wasn't very good, the product was far too big, there was no demand for it, and we had hardly any traffic to our website. But I thought it was such a good idea because at that time, every book and internet guru was saying, make a course, you'll be a billionaire. What they didn't say was the first course you ever produce will be your worst one, because there is so much to learn. So whatever you do, don't go really big. Start small, keep it simple, work out a problem your viewers actually have, and then build a low ticket item to test the waters, dip your toe in the sea of copywriting and landing pages, and then when you've made tons of dumb mistakes and can understand why things might not have worked out, scale up to something bigger. We see stories of millions getting made in a short amount of time so often online. What we don't get told is that took 10 years of mistakes to generate those insane numbers. So mistake number 2 is just going too big too soon, which is strongly related to mistake number 3. So you'd think if you were building a product to sell to your audience, you'd work out what to make and then go and make it and then build the promotion, right? Well, this is exactly what you should not do. So let me explain. If you make your product and then you do the promotion, it's very likely that you end up building a product you want people to buy, but they don't really want. However, if you do the promotion first and then build the product, you'll end up making a product people really want to buy and actually use too. So let me give you an example. Let's say I'm going to build a course on accounting for creators. How exciting. I build the product and I make it all about how to creatively account so that you don't waste a single penny ever. And then I promote it as
the course that'll make your accounting tighter than a mosquito spandex.
So the potential buyers are going to come on in and they're going to say,
you know what, I'm not really sure that's my problem. Is that the result I want?
And then they'll just leave. But if you did the marketing first, by marketing I mean planned your sales messaging, in the research phase you will have realized that, oh, nobody cares about saving every single penny. What they really care about is saving time. So you can still build your course about saving every penny, but you really need to make sure your content covers as much time-saving tips as possible to help your buyer with their biggest need and want. And then market it as the ultimate time-saving accounting course for creators so that they actually sign up. Build your promotion first and then your product, you'll make more sales and get better results for people that they actually care about too. The next problem is probably one of the biggest I see right now, and I fell into it myself. Now, the best way to describe this is to tell you what happened to me recently when I was talking to a really successful YouTube creator. I just moved out to Dubai and I got an email from someone I'd done a one-to-one call with, and they said, "Hey Ed, I'm in Dubai too. Want to come and grab a coffee one day?" And because I love meeting up with strange men off the internet, I said yes. And we met up, and the first thing I said was, "It's so cool to meet another YouTuber out here in Dubai." And they said,
What? Don't call me a YouTuber. I'm not one of them.
I said, "Why? What's wrong with being a YouTuber?" And they said,
I'm a businessman. I just have a YouTube channel.
Since that meeting, I've noticed there really are just two types of YouTube creators. People who call themselves YouTubers and they make videos and they get views. And then there's business people with YouTube channels. They make videos that generate income. They work a few hours a week. They generate vast sums of money on autopilot. And they have very little emotional attachment to if their video is a 1 out of 10 or a flop or not. Which one of those sounds like a better lifestyle to you? And that's the big mistake. It's so easy to get caught up in chasing views. You forget that YouTube, although it's fun and an amazing creative outlet, shouldn't be your end goal if you want to be in this for the long run. Start thinking of yourself as a business person first and a YouTube creator second, and suddenly your perspective of how this works will change, and I'd say you'll even enjoy it a lot more too. But if you really hate that, there is another option. If you're really good at growing a following and a YouTube channel, and you want to keep all your focus on the creative side, just go and find a partner who can do all the business stuff for you and create the perfect storm. Now, for bigger creators, there's no reason you couldn't just hire a CEO to build the business for you if there's some capital already there. Sure, it's really icky to call this a business, but it really is the smart decision. Leading us on to the next mistake, and this one is all down to the fact that in the UK, 80% of businesses fail in the first 3 years, so it's probably going to be similar globally. So if you want to give yourself the best chance possible of that not happening to you, then you don't try to reinvent the wheel. So if in your niche you see everyone selling courses and you're like,
Screw that, I want to be different, I'm going to sell chocolate teapots to my audience.
that increases chances of failure quite a lot. Look, I'm all for innovation, but really doing the things that are already tried and tested and have been working for years is a much safer option. So take what they're doing and of course put your own spin on it, but really we want you to have a quick win in business so you can build your confidence and keep going and not just fail and quit. But if you want to action something today that will impact your YouTube business instantly, watch this video next where I'm going to show you some other mistakes to avoid that when you fix them, sales go brrr. I see that typed in online all the time. I don't really know what it means. Do you know what it means, James? Brrr.